won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. Try everything. Try everything. Try everything.
Welcome viewers, my name is Remy Oke and I'm welcoming you to become a CEO again today. I'm glad that we've been able to do so much, and today we are looking at a very, very important point, and that is business leadership. What is business leadership? Every entrepreneur is a leader, and I want to also say that every leader tends to be an entrepreneur, if depending on how you look at it. Now today I want to look at what is the meaning of leadership. What does it mean to lead? What is leadership, especially in business? Leadership is an ability to be able to lead people, resources, together to achieve a goal, an agreed goal. You know, that's what I think leadership is, leadership in business. And so, you know, leadership is very, very, very important in business, because an entrepreneur all the time is concerned about how they get funds, how to manage funds, how they want to get human resources. An entrepreneur is also concerned about how to make profit in business. And so decision is very crucial in business. And so the leader or let me say an entrepreneur is the one that will decide what kind of decision to make profit. What are the category of people we need to employ at this time in this business to move us to the next level? Because business is dynamic, you know, the business is supposed to keep growing. And so the kind of people you employ into your business will determine how you will grow, how big you can grow in business. And also, you know, the entrepreneur is concerned about how they want to enlarge their business, how they want to grow business. You know, is there a need to start another branch of a business? Is there a need even to shut down some aspect of the business so that the business keep growing? These are the decisions that an entrepreneur needs to make every other time. And so making decision as a leader or as an entrepreneur is a very, very crucial thing that a business owner needs to consider. You know, and I say that making decisions sometimes, when you make a decision, you might not even know what can be the outcome of that decision until you execute the decision. And so decision making is very, very important in business. So, and that will for you to make a successful or a brilliant decision, it solely depends on the leadership of the organization. It solely depends on the leadership of the business owners. And today I'm just going to look at it that some of the time we always say that leaders are born. Yes, maybe it's a gift for you to be a leader. You are born to be a leader. But today I want to tell you that you can train yourself to become a leader. There are certain things you need to do, some kind of skills and tools that you need to put in place into your life, into that business, that will make you a very, very good leader. Leaders are they're like the driver of a business. They're the driver that drives, you know, that drives the vision of the business, that drive the success that drive the success of the business. They're like the one that drive like a bus driver that is driving the people to a destination. And so as a leader, as an entrepreneur, you need to make the right decision. You need to make the right decision. So I'm going to tell you today, what are the attributes? What are you expected to do as a leader? For you to be called a good leader, what are the things you're expected to do? Because leadership is very important in business. Today I'm talking about leadership in business. And I'm going to tell you that a leader is seen as someone that makes the decision. Like I've said that. I cannot overemphasize that. As a leader, you are a decision maker. Now, it depends on the kind of business we're talking about. If you're a sole proprietor, that means you are the sole leader, the sole decision maker of that business. And so the decision that you make on that business will determine how successful that business will be. And so also, if assuming it's a conglomerate or company that has 3 or more branches, or a limited liability company where you have your shareholders, you have stakeholders, the board of directors are the one that make decision for the business. And so the leadership of that business solely depends on the decisions. The success of that business solely depends on the leaders, on the kind of decision that they make. And so I want to also say that because a leader is known for decision making, it's the time is how much the success of the business will be. And I want to tell you also, if you want to be a good leader, you must be resourceful. One of the attributes and the traits that you see in a good leader is that they are resourceful. They are resourceful. They get information at the right time. They get, some of the things that help the business to grow. They get some very important decision they make. They get information to help the business to grow. Take, for instance, taking the likes of Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was employed by Apple, and the decision to move Apple to the next level was such a difficult thing for them to make, because at the point that Steve Jobs were going to come into Apple, the business was already downgraded. There was no profit, there was no funds, there was no money. But when Steve Jobs came into Apple, he made a good decision, and that's why you could say that Apple is known all over the world. It has become an household name, and that they are making millions of money. And so a leader is known to be resourceful. They get information, they know the right things to put in place, they know the right things to do, and at the right time when they do it, they make so much success. I also want to say that a leader has high purpose. They're purposeful. One of the things that drives you as an entrepreneur is that you have a purpose. You have a purpose why you started this business. And so, like I said in other program I've done on this, in all the time I've spoken on this program, I said that for you to be purposeful, you need to be focused. You need to be focused on your purpose. And so as a leader, you need to be purposeful. And one of the way you can succeed is you should be able to experience grace. And I said it on this program that Kroto is known for the fact that we are spiritually driven. For you to be successful as an entrepreneur, as a leader, you must enjoy the grace of God. And so for you to be a good leader, you must be connected to God factor. The God factor that can lead you into that business, that can lead you into the kind of things you need to put in place for you to succeed in that business. And so as a leader, you must be purposeful. Your purpose should go beyond what you want to achieve at the very, very immediate time. Your purpose should be able to lead you into something into the next 20 years. So your purpose must be something that can drive the people. Your purpose must be something that can drive the people into following you to any extent. So I want to say that you must have a high mindset for purpose. Purpose will help you to be able to leave a legacy behind. It doesn't matter the kind of business you're doing. Take for instance, if you're planting flowers. If you're planting flowers and then your purpose is to only be at the community level, but if you have such a great purpose, you could start to import a flower, and when you import flower, people in every part of the world will start to enjoy what you're doing. And so purpose, I always say, it's something that is beyond you saying that I want to get money. You are purposeful because you are fulfilled in that purpose. So discovering a purpose as a leader in business will help you to be fulfilled. It will help you to leave a good legacy behind. Today, I also want to say that a good leader is influential. A good leader has influence on his followers. He knows what influences his followers. He knows what the people want. He knows the way he can make his staff to work and make success in that business. Take for instance, you let your staff, your followers to believe in your dream, in your business, because of the way you carry them along. So you know the right thing to say to them. You know the right way to bring them on board so that they can make success in business. So a good leader in business is influential. It creates an avenue where people can contribute. It creates an avenue where people can share his own views about what they have decided to do, about maybe shutting down a branch of their business, or taking, for instance, opening other branches for the business. It carries the followers along. It helps them to discover and know the purpose of the business, and such that the people will keep following. And so I want to also say that to be a leader, you must have a mindset that is so big, a very, very big mindset for your business. Because take for instance, when you start a business and the vision is just a vision of just for your community alone, you start to present yourself as if you have arrived. But when your vision is such that it's bigger and stronger than you, it helps you to move into higher level. So I want to say that to be a good leader as an entrepreneur, you must have the good vision. You must have a good vision. I've said it also in this program that write your vision out. Write it plainly. Write out your mission. Write it plainly and place it somewhere that you will always see it, and let it not be. Don't let it be a small vision. Make it something bigger than you. It might be something that you feel you cannot achieve, but you just say it. You just write it down and keep walking towards it, and keep being persistent, being consistent with what you've written down. Will keep you focused and get you to where you're going as a leader. A leader, they are not tired. They are so resourceful. They are not tired. No matter what challenges comes into their way, they find a way out. They always find a way out in one way or the other. And so as a business owner, you need to get the attributes. You need to get the two. Yes, you can learn to be a good leader. And because I always say, when you want to start a business, it's not enough to have an idea. It is not enough to say, I have the money. But you must have the character. You must have the characteristics and the attributes, the traits of a good leader, so that you can be a successful business owner. I'll be back. Thank you.
Every time, every hour, every day, with less than 5 minutes, your food is ready.
Amala Zone.
Amala Zone. Amala Zone. Amala alabulani abilototo.
Ẹ̀fọ́ rírò, ẹ̀fọ́ ẹlẹ́gùsí, designer soup.
Ìgbín aláta súẹ́súẹ́, pepper snail, porridge, white rice, fried yam.
Ilá alásèpọ̀, ẹ̀bà, iyán, jollof rice.
Amala Zone. Your food is ready. Walk in and pick your choice. Báwo lẹ ṣe ń fẹ́ sí?
You can also order and it will be delivered through DoorDash and Uber Eats.
6271 Highway 6, Houston, Texas 77083. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day and 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Sundays. We also offer personal and private chef, outdoor catering, wedding, christening, birthday bash, and housewarming.
Also available to travel anywhere in the world.
Amala Zone 281-741-0042. amalazone1@gmail.com. Amala Zone, where we wash our hands before we eat. Taste of Nigeria.
Here in Amala Zone, we are expecting you.
You're welcome back. I'm still on the same point, talking about business leadership. And like I said earlier, a good leader knows how to influence people. Why is it that a leader comes into a business and then the business is downsizing, and another one comes in, and then the business is rising up and is making so much profit? What is the difference between these two leaders? It must be that the style of the leadership is what matters. The exposure that one has must surely be better than the other. So as a leader in business, what are your exposure? How equipped are you as a leader? Because we always generally say that leaders could be born, but I tell you that leadership goes beyond the fact that I want to lead some certain people, but leadership is a way that you have also decided to live your own life. The way you live your life, the determination that you have for your own life to be a successful person is one of the very crucial things that helps you to also be able to undo anything that's given to you. So as a leader, you can learn to be a good leader. As an entrepreneur, I want to say you can learn to be a good leader in business. Like I said earlier, that leaders are known for decision making. Leaders are known for decision making, and so you want to get the right strategies for that business as a leader. You want to know when, at what point should we do this, at what point should we do that. What are the things that we can do that will make profit? And so these are the things that affect the decision, that affects the success of a business. As a leader, I want to tell you today, on become a CEO, and I want to also say to become an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, you must make the right decision. You must have the quality of a good leader. And I want to tell you, you can learn to be a good leader. You can learn to be a good leader. And I'm still going to focus on the fact that you should be able to influence people. You should be able to influence their emotions. You should be able to influence the feeling of people. You should be able to influence them in the way that will make them be a success. You should be able to do this. You should be able to know how you carry along people to be able to make success in business. Leadership is not only an idea, but also it's not only for a leader to have an idea of greatness, but also be able to know the right thing that it needs to do to be a success. Great leaders are, one of the quality and one of the things that make you a great leader is to have a servanthood thought of leadership, a servanthood way of leadership. It refers to someone who is looking to influence others to serve the greater good. The servanthood way of leadership is you are not coming to supervise. Because when you say management, the difference between management and leadership is that there is somebody that is supervising what other people are doing. That is what they call management, or let me say a manager. But a leader is somebody that inspires other people. It's somebody that lay a good foundation. It's somebody that does live a good example. He lives as a good example for others. He inspires them. And so the servanthood leadership has been proven as one of the very best type of leadership, because we want to say that when you're looking at the type of leadership, there are some of the leadership where you talk about when people they create fear. They create fear into the mind of their followers, or create fear into the heart of their staff to be able to do certain things, for them. And such a leadership style is not one that can work for a success of any business. You as a leader, you as an entrepreneur, when you have people working with you or working for you, there's no need for you to create fear into them. When you create fear into the mind of your staff or of your followers, they will not be able to give you the best. They will only just do it just because you are there. And when you are not there, they will not be able to do what you want them to do. And then when you look at the other way of leadership, is when you give me and then what you give me, give and take kind of leadership. Okay, you have money to give to me. You can pay my salary. You can pay me, and that's why I'm working for you. And the leader is believing that you have the experience that I want. And so everything about this business is just about you just come early, do the job, and at the end of the month collect salary and go. The kind of business, those kind of leadership style is not also reliable, because once there is no funds, people they won't be able to give you the best in that business. Some of them, and that's why you find people that, take for instance, in the school or in the education sector, you see people that wants to take up the job of a teacher. Really, they're not good with teaching. In fact, they are not wired for teaching. But because they feel that when I go into the education sector, I can make good money. I just need this money now so that I can live a good life. Or I need just to go into this profession because I feel that is where I can get quick money. Because they feel that the schools need people to work with them. And then though they have qualification, they don't have qualification, they feel that when I go into schools and I can teach, once I can teach and hold the biro or hold the pen or the chalk, I can teach on the blackboard, then I can make money. You know, people like that, they are not fulfilled in that business. They, in that kind of profession, they're not passionate about what they are doing. They just do it because they feel they need money. They need a source of income. They need a source of livelihood. And so for people like that, they cannot give the best in that kind of business. They cannot give the best in that kind of profession. So I want to say, as a leader, you need to be careful the kind of people you employ. You need to get involved into your followers. You need to get involved into what they're doing. Do they really have passion for what they're doing? You know, do they really have passion for this kind of business you have called them to come and do with you? And because if they don't have passion for it, that business cannot thrive. That business cannot succeed. So you as a leader, you must be able to put the right staff in the right place. If somebody is not wired to manage funds, somebody is not wired to know about accounting, you cannot employ such a person as your accountant, because it will only mess up your accounting department. It will only mess up the accounting department. So, but when you employ somebody that is wired for figures, some people don't like figures, and so when you put them with figures, the figures will manipulate them, not them manipulating the figure now. And so I want to tell you, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and you are in the capacity of the leader of that business, you need to be careful. You need to be sensitive to the kind of people that you employ into your business to make a success. You need to be careful about the kind of where to get your funds. There are ways you can get funds. You can walk up to the bank to get funds, and then you need to look carefully. What is the rates at which they're giving me those funds? And so that's why you need your accountant to be up and doing with you. You as the owner of the business, you need to have information on what is trendy in the business, in the world that you are, in the world of the kind of business, in the industry that you are. What is the things that are trendy? What are the things that will influence your customer? What are the things that will influence your staff to keep following you, to keep doing the business into success? I want to tell you that these are the styles and the things you can put up as a business owner to become a success in business. Also, I want to also emphasize on the fact that the greatest leadership style has been proven as the 7th Wood leadership style. The 7th Wood leadership style it's such that you come to the level of your staff, regardless of whoever they are, regardless of their background, regardless of what's their makeup. You know, when you come to their level and you know that they're ready to give you the best. Talking about somebody that's qualified to be the manager of your company or qualified to work in your factory, you should come down to the level of that person so that the person will be carried along in anything. You know, people believe in them being carried along. You know, have a sense of belonging to that business. It will help your business to thrive. It will help your business to work effectively. And I also want to say that as a leader, you should be involved in the activities of your business. You don't want to just sit in your office and then you feel that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Once you're not there, things go in disarray. Though there are times you get good workers and good staff that with or without you, they can work effectively, and that depends solely on the kind of leadership style you've adopted to even run that business. You know, so I advise leaders that come to the level of your staff. They shouldn't be afraid of you. You can have a lunch with some of them. You can talk about personal issues about them, and you know it gives them a sense of belonging. It helps them to put in the best into everything they want to do. Some of these followers and the staff, they will go any extent with you. Even if you say, okay, the business right now is going through some issues, or we've invested so much and now we're not able to pay the salary as a when due, they will understand with you because you have a mindset that carries them along, that helps them to believe in you, that will help them to believe in that business. You know, those are the things I know will help your business to thrive. You know, talking about the quality of a great leader, you know, they have hunger and the drive to move people to do things successfully. You know, they don't settle for the less. There's this hunger, this passion in them that helps them to keep driving the people into success. I believe as a good leader, if you learn all those few things I've mentioned, you can be a success entrepreneur. You can become a successful entrepreneur, You can become a successful CEO. It doesn't matter the level of your business right now. In fact, I'm talking about, I want to encourage more of the people that are about starting one business or the other. If you put up the good traits, the good characteristics of a good leader, it will help you to make great success in your business. And I also want to say that you must have an exceptional vision. Your vision should be bigger than you. Your vision should be something that once people listen, they see themselves in the whole vision of what you just said. Because when you have good vision for your business, it helps people to go any extent with you. Like you want to talk about you want to start producing or farming. Your farm, you want to start a farm, and then your farm can not only feed the community that you are, but your farm is likely very soon in the future to start to feed community of other part of the world. And that's the big dream and a big vision that you can have for yourself as an entrepreneur, so that you will not feel that you have arrived, so that you will not feel that I've done this, I've done so much. Because if your vision is so small, you will feel that you've done so much. But if your vision is so big and so strong and so big, and you will inspire for more. You will inspire for more, and then you go to any extent. And then when you are an exceptional visionary, you have a great vision. People invest into you. People, banks, people that investors. I say investors at the high level will invest in you when they see that you have a great vision with your idea. And I want to say, visions inspire more people, towards what you have decided to do. And so today I'm talking about business leadership. What you need to do to be a successful entrepreneur, because I want to say that as an entrepreneur, as a CEO, you are a leader in that business, and expectation is high on you. You don't want to start that business and then fail. If you fail to put in the right characteristics, the right tool, the right skill as an owner of the business, there is a likelihood for you to fail. And so I don't want you to fail. That's why I'm here saying those few things I'm telling you today. Also, I want to also say that you need to be certain in business. Absolutely certain in business. If you're certain about your business, people will believe in what you're saying. But you as a business owner, imagine you call the first meeting in the week or the month, and then you give people the strategies, and then the strategies, you are not sure of what you're saying. There's a form of uncertainty in things you're saying. People start to look at themselves and say, am I sure I'm in the right place? But when you are certain, people want to follow people that are certain. People want to step into anywhere with people that are certain. So you as a leader, you must show the attribute of certainty in everything you're doing. Oh, our product is going to US next year. Oh, our product, we are doing the first training and seminar by this time this year, and then by this time next month, and we are going to get this information. Oh, we have the funds that it takes. Oh, I've just finished a meeting. And when you speak with so much confidence and certainty, people can go to any extent with you. It inspires people. It inspires your customers. It inspires your followers. And then I want to say that you need to have a very good skill, that is communication. You must be passionate about communication. You must be effective in communication. You must be a good communicator as a leader in your business. When you write up your strategies, you must communicate it very well, up to the least person, the cleaner in your organization, up to the least person. Could be your driver. Your managers, at each levels must know at what point they come in. Your operational level, your operational managers, your technical managers, the managerial levels, they must be carried along. There must be a communication link, a communication channel, whereby people can believe in what you're saying, and then there will not be any misunderstanding of what you just said, because there is a proper way of communication to people. You must be passionate about communication. That's very, very important. And also you must have very brilliant strategies. You must have brilliant strategies of communicating to people. You must have brilliant strategies of getting feedback from people. You must have a brilliant strategy by saying, well, you are a good listener. when your customer want to make any comments, you must be able to listen. And these are part of the strategies you need to put in place. And if your staff also have things to say, you must be able to listen. You know the right time to speak, the right time to listen, the right time to go, the right time to stay, the right time to make demands, the right time to give to people. You must have brilliant strategies. These are the things that helps you to succeed as a leader. And also I want to say that you must have the ability to be able to, ability to care, to connect and break patterns. Okay, you are just employed into a new business, or you just started a new business, and in the trend of the business, people don't succeed. It has become a pattern. It has become something that it's like that's the way of life in that business. But you, as a good leader, you must be able to come up with things and how you can break into some places that you cause an extraordinary thing to happen. Business owners, leaders are known to be people that makes things happen. So you must find a way that you can make things happen in your business. As a good leader, also you must be reasonable. You must be reasonable. You must be reasonable in terms of the standard that you lay. You must be reasonable. You must keep a good standard that keeps the people focused into where they're going. Also, I want to say that you must be courageous. You must be courageous. You must be able to encourage yourself, encourage your staff at every point in time. Because imagine if they don't meet up with expectation. Do you want to downgrade them? Do you want to cast them down? But rather, you need to encourage them at that point, not to cast them down. When you're not able to meet targets, when you're not able to achieve some certain things, we're saying that we want to meet a number of customers in the next 6 months or in the next 1 month, and you're not able to meet up. It doesn't mean you should cast yourself down, but rather encourage yourself. You must have strong faith to heart and continue to move on in the place of oppositions, in the place of distractions. And so today, I'm so glad that you joined us on this program. And I know that more things are yet to come on this program. I want you to watch out for Croto. We have trainings and seminars and conferences. I want you to also connect to our website. Our website is www.crotoconcept.com. Croto is spelled as KROTTOKONCEPT.com. You could go there and get more information about how you can run your business effectively. Also, I want to say that on this program very soon, and in fact today, I'm supposed to come up with some kind of a cash, card voucher, but I'm looking forward to that soon. We're ready to give out gift items, groceries, things that will help you to move forward even in this year. I want to encourage all my CEOs and entrepreneurs. I believe in you. You can make it. You can be a successful entrepreneur. Thank you. See you next time on this program. Thank you.
I won't give up. No, I won't give in.